Welcome to Section 420, Talkin Yankees, the podcast. Well, whoop-de-doo, the Yankees prevent the sweep at the hands of the Los Angeles Dodgers by winning Game 4 by the score of 11-4. Yes, okay, the Yankees push this down to Game 5 there where, okay, at least they avoid the embarrassment of getting swept in the World Series where you don't feel confident that the Yankees are going to obviously win the next 4 games in a row because that's not going to happen. But at least, okay, a little dignity there that the Yankees at least finally win a game in this postseason there. Now, not too much to be proud of because it was over a bullpen game, but nevertheless, the Yankees bats finally coming alive, finally showing you a sign of life, which we haven't seen so far really in this playoff, really since like maybe the 9th inning of Game 1 of this series. But we'll get you the whole thing. So before we get started, make sure you subscribe to this podcast, Section 420, Talkin Yankees, the podcast. We'll analyze this game and every World Series game after this. Hopefully there's a couple of more, but probably not. But nevertheless, we'll analyze each one. Of course, we have the whole off season ahead of us from that. So make sure you're a podcast subscriber and also available on YouTube. So where you get your favorite podcast, go to Section 420, Talkin Yankees, get your podcast there. And you go to YouTube, Section 420, Talkin Yankees, lock it in there as well. So the Yankees were a little bit of a kind of like reckless abandonment. You know, when you're down 3-0, it's almost like you got nothing to lose. You can play a little loose. You can almost like steal a base and things you wouldn't normally do. This is a case where I would say like the rookies for the Yankees stepped up here. Now, Luis Gil got the start for the Yankees, and in the first inning gives up a 2-run home run to Freddie Freeman, who breaking a postseason record of getting 4 home runs in consecutive World Series games there. So the Yankees can't just get this guy out. I don't know, why would you pitch for him? Now, some people text me during the game say, hey, you know, maybe you should do something to him, pitch outside, hit him or something like that. Well, you can't hit somebody in the ribs like that. It looks like you're a sore loser. You don't want to do that. So you got to pitch carefully. And unfortunately, Luis Gil, the stuff was, you know, at least had the velocity there, but did not have the control and did not have the touch. And you can't really blame the guy. Like, he had one start about a week ago against the, Guardians, and before that, he had pitched like 18 games in a regular season. So they expect this guy to be sharp. You can't be there. You can have all the simulated games you want, all the batting practices you want, but it's just not going to work there. And unfortunately, in the first inning, he gives up a 2-run home run, but the Yankees scratch back, and it was mainly because of the rookies. We know the problems with Judge right now, and Stanton is great. I know he's been doing right now, but you can't expect Stanton to hit a home run every single game there. And Soto's been okay, but this was a game of the rookies. So with the Yankees down 2-0, Wells sending a double off the center field wall there, put Volpe in scoring position, and then after that, Verdugo with a little ground out to first base there, which was kind of weak, but the ball was hit soft enough where at least put the Yankees on the board 2-1, and a little bit later in the game with Bags juice. Volpe hasn't hit great in this series. He's had a couple hits here and there. Now, look, I'm not going to complain about him. He had a good series against the Royals. He had a good series against the Guardians, but he hasn't really gotten a big, great hit in this series. Well, he got one there, and more so by hitting a grand slam. Put 4 on the board really quick. Give the Yankees a 5-2 lead and some excitement, some sign of life. And at this point, even if you figure the Yankees might lose this game, okay, but at least showing a little bit of fight with there, which they really haven't shown since like the 8th or 9th innings of Game 1. And I know Game 2 in the 9th inning there, but at that point the game was over. It's 4-1. So this was in a situation where you could actually do something in this series. Now, so there's a little situation towards right field there, and I'm not condoning this, but it just shows you really what's going on in the mind of the Yankee fan. So Mookie Betts with a little fly out to right field there. Now, he put his glove into the stands, got the catch, but you saw clearly as a day night two buffoon Yankee fans. One guy trying to grab the glove and trying to pull the ball out, and his buddy next to him tried to help him there. So basically, this guy had a sure out, Mookie Betts, and 2 Yankee fans basically ripped the ball from his glove there, which he really can't do. So yes, it was a ha-ha moment there, but obviously the umpire came in, called the batter automatically out just from fan interference like that, but that's probably going to have to be the all-time greatest example of fan interference of all time. And I know some Dodger fans might want to be heated a little bit, which I don't think it was going to change the score either way, but hey, you had one of your fans in Game 1 reach over and grab a Gleyber Torres, probably double, but maybe it could have been a home run, or maybe it could have hit off the wall and it could have been triple there. So Dodger fans have nothing to complain about that. But again, not a good move for the Yankees or the Yankee fan. You don't want to see that. Not cool, not condoning that. But I don't think that's ever been done before. So if the Yankee winners is credit for that, and if any sort of Yankee comeback in the series gets credit towards that, then hey, those guys made the right decision. But again, don't interfere with balls and don't physically touch a player. It's not good, not cool, not condoning it. But nevertheless, I don't think it had any difference in the score. I mean, the Yankees were probably going to win this game more or less. Just the fact that they were down, and it's just at some point, you have enough talent where these bats are going to come alive a little bit. And they really haven't in the 8th inning, but he's put this game away. Luke Weaver did come out early. I think it's mainly because he hasn't gotten much work in the series because the Yankees haven't been in the lead too much of that. But nevertheless, Luke Weaver out there. But they finally decide to finished the game with Tim Meza, and he secured the win for the Yankees by a score 11-4. So the Yankees stay alive now. You can't go too far ahead with this. The next game, Garrett Cole, the next night, right on the mound there. The Yankees ace versus Jack Flaherty. He put the Yankees at bay there. But in his previous start, the Mets cuffed him up a little bit. So, look, I think he's a little bit vulnerable. Can the Yankees smack him around? Definitely. Could they push this to a Game 6? Definitely. Now, I'm not going to even give a hint or a sniff about Game 6 or winning Game 6, but do the Yankees have an opportunity to at least win Game 5 and push it to Game 6 like the Mets did? Let's see what happens with that. Again, the Yankees have the ace Cole on the mound. Probably got yanked out and pulled out a little sooner than he deserved to, but we'll see how that all works out. So the Yankees stay alive a little bit. Then they don't get swept. Don't get embarrassed. Move on. We will have a Game 5. You have Garrett Cole on the mound. You like your chances with that. Hopefully, the Yankees can move this to LA, and let's just see what happens. Catch you next time.